Sigmund Freud was an Austrian neurologist and the founder of psychoanalysis, a field of psychology that aimed to treat mental disorders by exploring the unconscious mind. Born in 1856 in Moravia, now the Czech Republic, Freud grew up in Vienna, where he studied medicine at the University of Vienna. After graduation, Freud worked as a research assistant at the Vienna General Hospital, where he researched cerebral anatomy and neuropathology. He studied the sexual organs of the eel via dissection and compared the brains of vertebrates and invertebrates. Freud dissected frog, crayfish, and lamprey brains for 6 years, describing the medulla oblongata and other then oblique components of the brain and nervous system. He also made significant contributions to the understanding of the neuron. Later, he began treating patients with mental disorders, which sparked his interest in psychology. In 1895, Freud published his landmark work, Studies on Hysteria, which laid the foundation for his theory of the unconscious mind. He believed that unconscious thoughts and memories could influence behavior, and that repressed emotions could lead to mental disorders. He introduced the infamous idea of ID, ego, and superego. Freud's theories were revolutionary but also controversial. One of the most controversial aspects of his work was his emphasis on childhood experiences, particularly sexual experiences, as the root of many mental disorders. Freud believed that unresolved conflicts from childhood could lead to psychological problems later in life, including anxiety, depression, and sexual dysfunction. One of Sigmund Freud's most controversial theories about childhood is the Oedipus complex. It is a complex that occurs during men's phallic stage of psychosexual development. It involves boys who become unconsciously sexually bonded to their mothers while turning hostile to their fathers. Freud also proposed that all human behavior was motivated by the pleasure principle, the idea that a desire for pleasure and the avoidance of pain drives people. Despite the controversy surrounding his theories, Freud's work had a significant impact on the field of psychology. His ideas influenced many other psychologists and psychiatrists, and his legacy continues to shape our understanding of the human mind. However, Freud's work has also been criticized for its lack of scientific rigor and its focus on unobservable and subjective phenomena. Critics argue that Freud's theories are difficult to test empirically and that his methods are not reliable or valid. Another controversy surrounding Freud's work is his treatment of patients. Freud famously used a technique called free association, in which patients would talk about whatever came to mind without censorship. This technique was designed to uncover unconscious thoughts and emotions, but has been criticized for being unstructured and potentially harmful. In addition to his controversial theories and techniques, Freud's personal life was also the subject of controversy. He had a close relationship with his daughter, Anna Freud, who followed in his footsteps as a psychoanalyst. Some have speculated that their relationship was romantic, although there is no definitive evidence to support this claim. Freud was also known for his own psychological struggles. He suffered from a range of physical and mental health problems throughout his life, including depression, anxiety, and cancer. Despite these challenges, he continued to work and write until his death in 1939. Freud was nominated for the Nobel Prize in Medicine 12 times, and the Nobel Prize in Literature once between 1915 and 1938, but he was never awarded any of them. His detractors said that psychoanalysis was a new and unproven profession. Sigmund Freud's work on the unconscious mind and psychoanalysis profoundly impacted the field, but he was a complex and controversial figure in the history of psychology.